This is the station you hear in stores and offices.
In just about every place a radio is allowed.
Zed.
101.9.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Nabia and welcome to Zed Decor Live. Today we have a very interesting show, a very important show. I say interesting and important because we're going to talk about stone like never before. And in-house, I have one of the best. I keep saying he doesn't believe me, but I say of the best. Or he leads the company known as Stone Depot. We would get into that, but the reason why this is important is when you look in your home, where is the heart of your home? The kitchen is the heart of the home. The kitchen is where you eat. The kitchen is where you socialize. The kitchen is where you host. And it's almost Christmas. I know September is now coming, but the year is gone. It's almost Christmas. So the kitchen, in-house, outdoor kitchens, you're going to need a countertop, and that is what binds the cabinetry together. So you cannot talk about the heart of your home or your hosting responsibilities without that. And stone also, you're going to move stone from outdoors, your pavements, your facades at the front of the space, your accent walls, both outside and inside, for home, commercial, and your office as well. So stone, we have to talk about stone. So let's do a spot of music. I'll come back with my DIY and I'll stress my guests. New moms and new dads who are frenzy or you're panicky about the whole idea of your kids going to school. Take it from me, a 17-year-old and 10-year-old dad. It's fine. They'll come with the coughs and the colds and the lost water bottles and all of that. It's part of the growing up process. But the focus of the DIY today is storage. As parents, we need to start letting our kids understand that, or letting our routines in the morning, let me put it like that, be more organized, right? You have to have storage in the kids' room so that they understand that when we come back from school, my dirty socks go here, my dirty shoes go in another corner, my dirty uniforms go here. When you do that, you train them from an early stage. When they are growing, they know that, okay, this is how we organize stuff. DIY, I can tell you that, okay, go and buy the most luxurious laundry basket there is, or go and look for one of those high-end things. But this is DIY. We have to be practical here. So the first thing I can tell you is look for sturdy cardboard boxes. That's one of the best, easiest things to find around, right? Look for that, or get to your carpenter and tell them to take 3/4 plywood. Let me repeat that, 3/4 plywood, and turn that into a box or a series of boxes for you of different sizes that would help the kids know immediately that the big box is for uniforms, the middle one is for this, and the last one is for that. Then go a step further. There's something that all artisans who walk through your house use, from carpenters to welders to installers, stone installers, whatever. It's called masking tape, right? Masking tape is similar to sellotape, but it's opaque. It's not transparent. It normally has this nude look and feel. So get your masking tape. I'm assuming now you have all your boxes. Get your masking tape, rip a bit and label it clearly. Use, I'll say use a pencil, but use a marker. A marker makes it more firm, more definitive. So use that and just stick it on each box clearly and walk your kids through that. Oh, the big box is for uniforms. The other one is for dirty church clothes or whatever. And before you realize, you have an organized bedroom, especially for the kids. So when you wake up, you are also not stressed, because a stressed and cluttered space, I tell you, is so annoying. All right. So this is your DIY tip for today. So back to school is important. I wish all of us well. They should go to school. They've eaten too much. They should go to school. All right. I'll be back with my guests.
Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
Okay. So we are back, and as I said, I have in-house. Do I call him Mr. Elias? I call him Mr.
I qualify for Mr. now.
You see, he's already putting me on spot too. I don't like that. But as I said in my intro, I have the managing director of Stone Depot. Stone Depot has been in Ghana for the past 10 years and has been one of the number one suppliers of stone, quality stone, emphasis quality, highlighted, underlined quality stone. So he's the best person to take us through this topic for today. Well, on the flyer, you see that we're talking about sustainable furnishing using stone, but I want to go back a bit and just make it furnishing using stone so that he gives us the full 3D or 360 picture when it comes to stone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You see, the voice is very, very good for this. How are you, please?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Thanks for the opportunity to be on your show.
Thank you. But I'm going to have you back. Yes.
Already?
Yeah. We haven't done anything, but I'm going to have you back.
Sounds good.
Because we have to talk about the entrepreneurship bit of, furnishing. You're 10 years.
10 years. 10 years in the market.
How has it been?
It's been wonderful.
Do you sleep?
Of course.
You sleep?
Actually, I believe in getting at least 8 hours of sleep every night.
Oh, you do 8 hours?
Yes.
People say the entrepreneurship thing, you have to do like hardcore, like 5 hours.
Ask Jeff Bezos.
He does 8 hours.
Even more.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to get enough sleep.
Okay, let me steal your mind. So what's your day like? So this is Sunday, we're waking up to Monday. How's your day like?
It's always hectic, every day. I can keep my busy 100% of my work doesn't finish.
Okay.
So I can keep myself busy 100% of the time.
Okay.
But I choose to allow myself to rest. Of course, spend some time with the family. I don't know if you know, but we've expanded to Lagos now.
You're telling me.
Right.
I'm excited.
So 1 hour time difference.
Okay.
So now my days start in Ghana 1 hour earlier.
Okay.
Right. So, it's hectic from morning to evening. Of course, when regular markets close, which is like 5 p.m., things obviously slow down. But I'm still active all the way until I sleep. But I enjoy putting my kids to sleep. And you know how that goes.
Yes,
You put them, they put you to sleep.
Yes, rather. Okay, so today we're going to talk about stone. Give us the very simplistic definition. What is stone? Like when we hear stone, what is it? What exactly?
Bunch of minerals combined to create something. I mean,
but that's the scientific definition of
there
it.
is no well, you asked me what's a stone.
Okay.
In my industry, what we do is we deal with dimension stone.
Okay.
Actually, technically, that's what it's called, right?
Okay.
So we are natural stone fabricators.
Okay.
We fabricate kitchen countertops, staircases, bathroom vanities. We do flooring, furniture.
Okay.
We do lots of stone furniture.
Okay.
My company, Stone Depot, started 10 years ago in Oyarifa. We're still there. And today we have our new setup coming up in Pram Pram.
Okay.
And we've expanded to Lagos, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
We process marble, granite, limestone, travertine. Those are the natural stones, right? And then we process also engineered stones, which are stone-like products
Okay.
made of natural stone and minerals
Okay.
added with artificial components like resins and polymers to give you the look and feel of a natural stone,
Okay.
but better function because it eliminates some of the natural deficiencies that stones might have.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know if I've answered your question, but
Yes, you
what is a stone is a very
Very broad.
very broad question. We
Okay.
can go on for years identifying different types of stones. I mean, you have diamonds, you have rubies, pearls, those are gemstones, you have
Okay.
semi-precious stones, you have
Okay.
dimension stones, you have, right? So
Okay. All right. So the reason why I asked that question was basically it was broad, but when we talk of stone, like from the layman's point of view, when people come to me and say, Nabia, I'm doing a kitchen or I'm remodeling my kitchen, what stone is there? What do you think I should use? That's why I said it like that. But sticking on that same point, when it comes to, let's start from the kitchens. When it comes to kitchens, what should we look at? I know we talk about the marble, granite, then quartz. Is that all there is when it comes to kitchen installs?
So for kitchen countertops, if you want to look at stones, the most popular stone ever used in history is granite.
Okay.
For any surface.
Okay.
Of course, marble is a close first, not even a close second, right? A close first. So because of the stones, each stone has its own characteristics, right? Some people prefer one over another depending on the application and depending on the use, right? Some people have display kitchens. They don't use much. So they'd like to put like a nice piece of onyx, for example, right? Which is a very soft but translucent stone that can pass light. You wouldn't want to cook palm soup on that, Others need something that is strong, rugged, can handle lots of abuse. So they would go for something like granite or any of the engineered stone products that are available in the market. The differences really are between one and the other. There is no general difference. Each one is unique, right? So, for example, I won't bore you with all the details, but if you squeeze a lemon on a piece of marble, it will etch.
Okay.
An etch mark are those gray spots that you see. So when you're out next in town and you see some marble countertop and you see a ring around it, like there's a ring. That ring, which was probably caused from a drink, right, is an etch mark.
Okay.
That's an etch mark.
Okay.
Granite doesn't etch.
Okay.
Well, doesn't etch as easily. But, it really takes quite an act in order to etch it. So people would prefer to use a granite kitchen where they plan maybe to mix drinks or to cook or to, use acids and vinegars and stuff like that. With marble kitchens, you can do the same, but you just have to clean really quickly and you have to be very, very attentive because any drops can start disfiguring the kitchen. Marble is more porous. Marble is a softer material. Granite is harder. It cooks for longer before they mine it. So, that's the idea, right? So every stone we sell has a story.
Okay.
Every color. Natural stones are created by God, right? So these mineral formations over time are what create the stone characteristics. So when you see veins, those veins could be calcium, for example, right? Or they could be a river, water, basically, that was flowing through that portion, right? And it was captured, right? Because it created some sort of an erosion. And then it was filled with some sort of a resin in the end and then polished up. So you see like a beautiful vein coming through. There's purple veins, right? There's white veins, gray veins. All those are made of different types of minerals. I wouldn't be able to tell you what is what,
yeah.
because every stone has its own, characteristics. Okay. So, in a nutshell, you choose what you want based on what you want to use it for, and
okay.
how you plan to take care of it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I like that because people choose the stone based on the price tag, but the price tag doesn't really match with what you're going to use your kind of kitchen for.
No, it doesn't mean that because you paid more, you're gonna get a more durable kitchen.
Thank
right?
you. Thank you.
It's
for
like
saying
a Rolls Royce.
that.
You pay all that money, but you can't drive it on a rough road,
Yeah. No.
right? You might as well go with a Land Cruiser, right? 1/3 of the price,
Yeah.
and it'll last you in any terrain.
Okay, I it's a very good point you made. So let me still stay on that point and ask that. So, is stone sustainable? Is it sustainable? I know we started this topic down before we climbed up, but is it a sustainable thing? Because it's when we talk of sustainability in furnishing, like now we are trying to say we're going to move outdoors, indoors. We're trying to do seamless transitions, have big, large, expansive doors and windows that would take us, what is it? Once you open your door, you see that, okay, the porch is here, the patio is there, and we are kind of being led into this discussion of have stone walls, have stone accents. So we are all into the stone bubble now.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
That's great.
Oh, we are. We are. Because you are still, you're not seeing it, but we are.
That's good.
We are.
It's music to my ears.
Amen. What's your take on that? Like,
Speaking of sustainability, engineered stones are sustainable.
okay.
Natural stones are mined. So unless it's sustainable mining, which generally speaking it is, right? So concessions are made,
Okay.
and then stones are mined from quarries.
Okay.
So engineered stones are made from natural stone.
Okay.
But they are, for example, the engineered stones we carry, some of them are carbon free.
Okay.
Okay. Some of them have an eco-friendly tag, which when you use in your projects, they earn you LEED points and green points. Basically, these points are energy ratings.
Okay.
They give you sort of a status.
Okay.
Some people actually make money from that, from earning these kind of points.
Okay.
Marble and granite are mined. Limestone, all of that, it's mined.
Bottom line.
But it's sustainable.
Yeah.
It's sustainable mining. It's not the type where they just go destroying everything, right? So
No.
these are concessions that are made in areas which are, not populated with many people, and they're normally really, 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 really deep in the bush.
Okay. So then let me ask, like, I don't know if you answer, but do you source all your stones from here, from Ghana?
Some.
Okay.
We source a lot from Africa.
Okay.
We source from Brazil, from China, India, Spain, Italy, Turkey. There are so many countries that we deal with, about 15 of them.
Okay.
But we have some in Ghana which we source and we do our work with. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And the Ghana sourced ones and the ones, say, from Brazil, I'm not talking about the currency difference. I'm talking about the stone difference. What's
Ghana mainly has granite.
Okay.
Right. Brazil has granite. It has some marble.
Okay.
It has quartzite,
Okay.
which is not to be confused with quartz.
I was about to ask you later.
No, quartzite is different. Quartzite is a material that generally behaves like granite,
Okay.
but looks like marble.
Okay.
So it's actually a really beautiful exotic type of stone,
Okay.
and it exists largely in Brazil.
Okay.
So Ghana has really good quality granite, actually.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
We have good quality granite. That's another thing. We have to have a whole party for that.
I mean, we have good quality everything.
Yeah,
right.
we do.
We just need to know
how to use it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So you have been in this for quite a while, so you're the best person to still tell us, creatively beyond the countertops, what can we use? Like the types of stone that you sell. What can we use it for beyond the countertops? Because I am tired of telling people that I don't know why you think accent wall is just wallpaper or just some paint. What is your signature wall like for your guest bathroom and all of that? So please tell them so that like
You can use stones for your floors, your staircases, your walls, interior and exterior. Anything you can do with wood, you can do with stone. You can use stone for your bathroom vanities. We've spoken already about your kitchen countertops.
yeah.
You use stones for gravestones, right?
Yes, very
Um,
important.
You use it for driveways,
Yeah.
for roads. You know, there are so many applications actually. The best way to think about it is wherever you can use wood, you can use stone. I've used it now in a project for ceilings.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done a marble ceiling in a bathroom.
Okay.
I've done I'm doing now a ceiling from engineered stone, which we produce in 4 mm thickness. So it's so light that you can literally stick it on the ceiling.
Okay.
So yeah, you can use it for many, many things. We can cut grooves, we can do TNG, we can do patterns on the floor like parquet. Yeah.
So what is it that we are afraid, like in your experience, what is it? Because when I tell people that we can, even the most simple thing, basic, like a wall, they go like, oh, you're trying to make me look bougie. I'm like, no. Because for me, I'm thinking stone is, it's not that kind of material that you can just, it will spoil over time. It's something that is durable, but why do you think we are afraid to experiment?
Experience.
Okay.
We don't have the experience.
Okay.
When we started Stone Depot, we could barely find workers. We could find lots of carpenters,
Yeah.
but there weren't many stone masons.
Okay.
And the ones that were available didn't have the right tools and didn't have the right skills, right? So it's experience. If the product is not available, which largely wasn't when we first started, the tools are not available, the skills are not available. How will the customers experience this?
Yeah.
How will they have a good experience, right? So 10 years later, you're now telling me that, we're in a stone bubble.
No, we
So
are.
hopefully I contributed to that, right?
Oh, you did. You did
Yeah.
actually. You did. The reason why I'm saying that we're in a stone bubble is now people are visualizing their kitchens especially different, and also it comes back to the apps that people are, of Instagram. I mean, when you go and look at the Stone Depot Instagram page, you get peer pressure to turn your kitchen into something amazing. But you look at Instagram, you look at House, you look at Pinterest. People are, visualizing better spaces for themselves. And I also think largely because of COVID, when we stayed at home, we couldn't go out and realized that our spaces are not.
Yeah, I mean, COVID times, I did get a lot of phone calls. Yeah.
So you see, the
Yeah.
bubble was there, and that whole period also reinforced the notion that we are working hard. You can't just work hard and not live, So when I say the bubble, because the kind of calls I get, I mean, also 10 years ago, I wasn't getting, I want, there's this particular stone, I'm sure you know the name. It has this, in the evening, if you have a skylight and it reflects or light comes on it, it's like it sparkles. It's this dark, like a dark stone. It has like mini lights in it. During the day you wouldn't see it, but in the evening, once maybe your pendant lights or something
What
hits,
color is it?
it's black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are the sparkles inside? Are
It's-
they like copper?
Yeah, like copper sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Africa's famous, most popular stone, even though it's from India. Yeah.
Don't say.
Yeah, Black Galaxy is called. Yeah, everybody
Yes.
loves Black Galaxy here. Yeah. In fact, when people refer to, that when they say, "Oh, I need marbles," right? First thing that's in their mind is probably this color.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people love this color, Black Galaxy. Yeah, it's got that little copper dots inside.
Yes.
Those are natural copper formations in there. Yeah.
Okay. So you see, people are excited. It's just that they come back to all of that. Then I want to ask this question as well. People argue that stone furnishing is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're a very blunt person, and you would give me the most blunt response to this.
Sure.
Is stone furnishing expensive?
There's something for everyone.
Okay, please break it down. Break
I
your
mean,
answer down.
You do woodworks.
Yes.
So do you have expensive wood?
Oh yes, definitely.
Do you have inexpensive wood? Okay, it's the same. Right? So nobody ever posts pictures of their ugly work. Right? Everybody posts the nice things, and the nice things are expensive.
Yeah.
So, this is what it is. I mean, a lot of people look at stone and, oh, this is so beautiful, I don't think I can afford it. It's not true. No, it's not true. Come in, let's have a discussion. We have something to fit everybody's budget. Every single budget can be met. 10 years later, there's no...
Because that's one thing that people say that, oh, it's expensive, and they want to do it, but they are not sure on the price points. I'm like, why don't you go in and have the discussion first? It's like any other furnishing thing. So this question was intentional. I think people understand that it's like with any furnishing. There's luxury furnishing, there's high-end furnishing, there's middle, and there's somewhere furnishing. So if you don't have that discussion, how do you just assume? So I'm very happy that you said
You have to. I mean, first of all, you need to know what you want, and then you come in and say, I need exactly, or something similar to this, and then we value engineer.
Okay.
Stones have similar shades, but are not the same. They have similar vein patterns, but they're not the same. They have similar chemical compositions and geological compositions, but they're not the same. So there's something for everyone.
Okay.
Really.
All right. Now let's come to installation. You're talking about 10 years, then 10 years now. You are a big-time wholesaler. Installation. What advice do you have for people who have bought stone and they want to run away from installation? What's your thing about that? I know you offer that service as well of of selling and installing, but I want you to just step out of Stone Depot and just talk about installation, why it's important. I'll tell you why I asked this question. Why is it important, installations?
So actually, that's one of the things that, made us, that brought us onto the scene, is we solved the problem of quality stone installation.
Okay.
Right. Any product that you buy, if it's badly implemented, doesn't matter the price anymore.
Thank you.
Right. So you can buy the most beautiful piece of wood, for example, but then you butcher it, before you convert it into a table, you're going to produce an ugly butchered table, right? It's really important to understand the techniques behind stonework. And that doesn't come just with a couple of days training here and there. It's experience. So the country as a whole, architectural stone is not something that is very popular in Ghana, but it's getting there, right? Because of the availability of raw material, human resource, right? And customers having that experience and that need because of seeing it, elsewhere, right? So machinery also is very important. You can't have a good installation if you don't have good machinery behind the production. right? So you can't do everything by hand. You can do some things by hand. You can't do everything by hand. Your question is quite general, but I think without having proper installers, you're wasting your money. So if you just buy the stone and you don't arrange proper installation, you've got a problem. Or you come to us and you buy the stone and the installation at the same time.
So let me tell you why I asked that question. You see, as furnishers or as an interior designer, you go into a space, then you realize that it's crooked. Visually, it's crooked. Or they haven't sealed the stone, they haven't sealed the countertop well. Or you just see that aesthetically, like they haven't cut to join properly. So you walk through the space and you are, the body's not irritated, you just begin to itch because you realize that it's not in a particular symmetry, you know. And people just assume that I can buy the stone and not pay for the installation. So they'll buy good stone, then run away from installation, then go and sit with somebody they've just seen who's, I can do it. But
that's like buying good cement and saying, you can build a house.
But you, but that's what happens. That's what people do.
So, people do everybody wants to save a buck, right?
But you can't save a buck.
No, you can. Of course you can. You can understand. I mean, when you pay a company like us, you're not only paying for the product, you're paying for our experience.
Yes.
So you can go through the same experience that we went through and you can save a buck. If you want to. It takes 10 years so far. Right? And our installers some of them have 25, 30 years experience. Okay. So add that to the 10 years, So that's the thing, is that you gain your experience through time or paying for it. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Right? So you gained your experience. How did you gain your experience in wood?
This is also like almost 11 years of experience.
Right? So, when someone comes to you for a product, right? And they want you to implement it for them, you have that experience to be able to understand what they want and give them what they envisioned, what they came to you for in the beginning, right? Yes. So that's basically what it is. There are lots of, in every industry, whether it's paint, whether it's lighting, whether it's ACs, whether in every, subcategory of construction, there are people who sell the product and they isolate themselves from the installation. And there are people who install and they isolate themselves from selling the product, right? It's not everybody that combines the supply chain that like we do. But why did we do it? Because we wanted to make sure that one, we're able to provide you with what you paid for. So if you come to us for a good quality product, we want to be able to stand by it and say, hey, we source this, we know where it's coming from. We guarantee you that the dollar that you spend with us or the CD that you spend with us, we will return it back to you in an appreciating asset. Because the truth is, as you started speaking about kitchens, if you install a stone countertop, the value of your property will go up as compared to a plastic one. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
so,
very true.
So, we can't make these statements if we're going to provide a substandard product, like a substandard raw material. Of course, if we provide you with that premium quality material, we need to be able to implement it correctly for you so you can get the full value of what you're paying for. Right.
All right.
So I guess to answer the question in the end, I would say with bad quality installation, you lose value.
Yes, you lose a lot of value because it doesn't hurt to just plan. You see, the thing about installation, whatever kind of installation is, you have to plan towards it. You don't just get up and say, okay, I'm ready for my kitchen. From the time you bought the land, from the time the architects came in to sit with you to visualize the space and the drawings, everything has to start from that point. It's not when you say, okay, my money is finished, but I have to do a kitchen. So you just get up and no, you'll be completely miserable. I say that all the time. Every part of your home, especially from the bedrooms, the living areas, the kitchens, those spaces are very important. There's a question and answer segment. We have people sending on WhatsApp, so that would come soon. The WhatsApp lines are 0544 321 019, 0544 321 019. So please send all your questions. We have him here. He'll come back again, but you ask him what you want to ask him now. So that there's something here that is they want to know, what's the main challenge when working with stone? What's the main challenge? We've highlighted, is it the weight? Is it the maintenance? Like what?
As a customer? Or
as a customer.
As a customer?
Yeah, as a customer.
So it's really just understanding the material.
Okay.
Right? So I would say that's the main challenge.
Okay.
What I mean, as a producer, as a fabricator, it's actually the same, understanding the stone, because you have to produce different stones in different ways. You can cut them all using diamonds, but polishing them is different.
Okay.
Grooving them, what glues to use, so it's the technical know-how of how to produce and how to install. That comes with experience.
Okay.
That's basically what it is. So it's the knowledge base being available.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. So Josephine is asking, stone looks very heavy. How is it practical to have stone furniture around the house? Especially when it comes to moving it around. She heard you say that you can use stone for furniture. She's interested, but she's like, it's heavy, so...
I need to check something real quick, because
please do.
I want to answer her in practical terms.
That's why you have to go to Stone Depot. You see, he's not just... He's giving you... He's giving you the...
You get facts.
Facts. Facts on facts, like 100. Whilst he comes back.
So, stone... Okay, stone is more dense than wood. So, 1 square meter, 1 meter by 1 meter of stone, it weighs around 55 kilos if it's in 20 thickness, which is the standard thickness that we use, right?
Okay.
When we clad walls, we can go as thin as 4 which is like a couple of sheets of paper put together, right?
Okay.
When we make dining tables, so you don't move dining tables every day, right?
No.
I guess dining tables would be a piece of furniture, right? You're factoring in weights of 200 to 300 kilos. Okay. So you probably won't be able to move the dining table by yourself.
Okay.
You're gonna need help.
Okay.
Side tables, center tables, right? They're not so heavy because they're smaller, right? You'll be able to move your center tables.
Okay.
But again, if you make your furniture with 4 material, right? If it's a center table that's in the form of a cube, for example, and you can see these examples on our Instagram page, you can have it as light as 25 kilos, right? So it's not necessarily so heavy, right? It depends on, I mean, if you're going to use it, if you're going to put a 50 thick stone, on you need to calculate, you definitely need to calculate what you're balancing it with, right? So what is holding that stone? You can't just it's quite heavy, right? So for the walls, we use 20 we can use 30 we anchor the stones. We don't just use an adhesive behind it. We clip it together with the wall. I would say the weight because we have the experience with what we do, weight is not an issue. Okay.
Okay. All right. And to add to what he's saying, when it comes to stone furniture, you have to invest in the pieces that are not movable. You're not going to-
No. You can move them. You just need to be careful when you move them.
I'm talking
right?
like, for instance, like a dining table.
You don't move your dining table every day. I mean, but the moment you want to move your dining table, you can. It's not a problem.
All right. Then, this one is for you again. Is stone really affordable for the average Ghanaian household?
Absolutely.
Or it is only, let me finish the question, or it's only for high-end homes?
No. There are for high-end homes, just like cars.
Yeah.
Right? You have your Ticos and you have your Rolls Royces.
When was the last time you saw a Tico?
I don't know. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Right. I do. Okay. Then
in our generation, the Ticos was the example we used to use, right?
Did you ever drive a Tico?
I rode in a Tico. I never drove a Tico.
I don't believe you. Okay. So Precious says, how do I maintain stone furniture to keep it from staining and cracking over time?
It doesn't crack if you don't apply force or impact.
Okay.
That's the only way it would crack.
Okay.
But if you want to maintain it, just make sure you clean up your spills quickly. It's honestly, I always use wood as an example. How would you maintain your wooden furniture? You wouldn't let water sit, right? It's porous.
Yeah.
No matter how much sealant you apply, it's porous, you know? There are so many sealants for stone, and we have the best ones. And still, you know, we always advise our customers that although we seal our products, you know, natural stone is porous. So you have to make sure that you clean up your spills. You have to make sure that you pay attention when you're eating something, or, you know, when it's in use, you just take care of it, you know, just like you would with a wooden countertop or a wooden table, or, you know.
Okay. And speaking of cracks, there are times when people are delivering stone, they deliver, then I don't know if it's the bad road or it's a mixture of bad road and bad driving. They see that there's a crack or there's a chip somewhere. Like, can it be
in the stone?
Yes, in the stone.
Yeah.
Can it be fixed?
It can.
Okay.
Yeah. You can fix it, but
Okay.
you want to avoid that happening, right?
Definitely.
That's the first thing you want, is to make sure that
Definitely.
that stone that you like doesn't have that crack. You don't want to buy a stone with a crack in it.
Okay.
You know, but you know, a lot of the most expensive stones, they have what's called fissures inside.
Please explain that. I don't know.
All right. So there's a difference between a fissure and a crack.
Okay.
A crack begins with a fissure.
Okay.
They're like hairline cracks, basically, that are in there. And if those aren't filled and processed very, very, very well, when you run your saw against the stone, right, the fissure will open up.
Wow.
And that's how the stone cracks.
Okay.
So that's why the quality of the quarry that you deal with and the quality of the supplier, the source where you buy from, is really important. You know, anybody can sell any stone and say, hey, this is a stone, right? So if it's not processed well, by the time you get to processing it yourself, when you want to add that value before you sell it, probably too late.
Okay, so let me do layman question. If I'm walking along somewhere and I see an entire display of quads, or what they will label as quads and marble, how do I know? Okay, let's focus on just quads. How will I know that? What do I look out for? Layman, I've seen, like, how do I determine that this stone is good stone? Let me buy it.
Each stone has some general characteristics which you can test.
Okay.
One is scratch. Okay. If you take your key and you run your key across the face of a stone or a slab or a material that you want to use, and the key survives and leaves a scratch, then it's a bad quality stone. Okay. Well, or again, I should clarify. I'm speaking about engineered stones when I make this comment. Okay. Marble scratches.
Okay.
Granite scratches. Diamond can scratch everything.
Okay.
Okay, it has the highest scratch rating, which means it's more difficult for you to scratch a diamond, but it can scratch
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Stones can scratch stones,
Hmm.
okay? But other materials should not be able to scratch stones as easily.
Okay.
So, for example, let's go back to the example I was using, which was with engineered quartz.
Mhm.
Engineered quartz is made of quartz. Quartz is a small white stone which you
Mhm.
commonly see on the road,
Mhm.
and it's used for flower pots in
Mhm.
Ghana.
Mhm.
You know that little stone, right?
Yeah.
How engineered quartz is made is basically that stone is
Mhm.
crushed
Okay.
and then put in a some sort of a mold,
Mhm.
and then designs are applied, like ink-based designs
Okay.
are applied, and then filled with resins and polymers, and then it's compressed,
Mhm.
passed through a really big machine, and then grinded and polished to a flat surface,
Mhm.
and that is supposed to give you, because of the compression and the heat,
Mhm.
it's supposed to give you a product that is highly scratch resistant.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So how to identify fake products is if you take a key and you run the key across the face of the stone. If it leaves a scratch, you've got a problem on your hands. Probably don't buy that, right? So
Okay.
that same stone probably will end up etching,
Mhm.
because it's very common for engineered quartz producers who produce low quality
Mhm.
to mix marble powder with quartz dust.
Okay.
And when that happens, it's kind of like a half mixture,
Mhm.
or sometimes they just eliminate the quartz dust altogether and they use marble powder,
Mhm.
and then that makes the engineered quartz behave like marble. So then it begins to scratch and stain and etch, and so you think you're buying a good quality product, but in the end you're not, right? That's about engineered quartz. So then marble, with marble you really need to understand the origin
Okay.
and the supplier. With granite, the same.
Okay.
You need to look out for cracks, for fissures. You need to look at the density of the stone. You need to look at, if you have access to the bundles that the supplier is selling, you need to look and see that the thicknesses are the same, so that when you join them, you don't have, one bigger than the other, right?
Yeah.
There's so many different characteristics. But as a layman, you want to look out for the scratch ratio, the burn ratio. I don't know if they allow you to pick
I was about to
up
say,
a
would they
lighter
allow-
and burn it, right?
I was about to say, would they allow you
We
to-
have an engineered stone called Decton.
Yes.
It's made by the same guys that make our Sal stone,
Okay.
and that stone is fireproof.
Okay.
But so is granite. Granite doesn't burn.
Well, yeah.
It pops. Actually, you put granite inside of a pizza oven. Patisseries use marble for chocolate because it retains cold and it retains heat
Okay.
as well, right? So engineered quartz burns. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because it has resins and polymers on the top. So if you try to burn it, it'll light up, right? So when you put a hot pot, you have to be careful that you use a coaster, under it. There's so many. Really, it's not just, I'm going to look at it. There are many products out there which will survive for years, right? Maybe 2 years, and then they begin to fail. But then again, there's those that come with warranties of 25 years, which we sell, right?
Yeah.
You pay for what you get. If it's too good to be true, probably isn't true, and if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, guess what? It's not a dog.
It is a shark. Okay, so what advice would you give to homeowners who want to integrate stone into their decor projects?
What advice?
Yeah, what advice? Like your number
Do
one.
it. Do it and don't hesitate.
She didn't hesitate.
No, don't hesitate. Get it done.
Why?
First of all, it's timeless.
Thank you.
Secondly,
that's the word I wanted
it's
you to
luxurious. Thirdly, it never ages. It antiques.
use. Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't spoil.
Yeah.
It has a lifetime worth of value.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the cathedrals in Italy, right?
Beautiful.
I know, right?
Beautiful.
No machines,
No,
nothing. You explain to me how they put those together.
I wonder, sometimes I'm like, so how on earth, like, how did they, and I was actually paying
Full
attention.
marble columns all the way up to the roof, no cement, no iron rod, nothing.
When the Pope's thing was happening, like they're choosing the new Pope out, like I was just there, like, how did they do it? It's so beautiful. All right, so I have a small office and a small kitchenette in the office, right? What's your advice on that? Staff would naturally go in and go and eat. Do I invest in quads? The person is asking also largely because they have been given Korean. As they should use that instead.
So Korean is actually made of plastic.
Okay.
All right. And it burns, it scratches, it stains. It is waterproof.
Okay.
All right. And oil, like, unless there's so many scratches, you're not going to see oil stains.
Okay.
It's not a bad product, but it doesn't compare in beauty, durability, and lifetime of stone products. Okay. Korean can be bent with heat. So for those that have advanced machinery, they take the slabs of Korean and they can make like S-shaped chairs.
Okay.
Or kitchen countertops with U-shaped backsplashes, right? It's a popular material.
Yeah.
It has... People think that it's cheaper than stone because what's available in the market is less expensive and less quality.
Okay.
Right? If you actually go for the best quality stone against the best quality Korean, you're paying the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say if you have a kitchenette and you want something that's going to last you a lifetime and it's in your office and you do care for the beauty, but you care more about the ability to abuse the material without it spoiling. Go for engineered quartz or go for granite.
Okay.
And then you'll pay an average price and you'll be happy for a very long time.
Okay. And this is, when we are having fun, then the time is flying. This is like your last question.
Wow, it's already been 45 minutes?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Kofi from Pokwasi is asking, you mentioned mining in your conversation, that stone is mined. So he's asking, eco-friendly ways of sourcing the stone without causing environmental damage.
It's the
Your thoughts on
same.
that?
It's the same as, felling trees.
Okay.
Right? You can do it in eco-friendly ways where you have a concession, right? It's already pre-planned and predetermined that this is an area for production, so we don't actually own any quarries, but we work with quarries all over the world.
Okay.
And if you want to see how marble or how natural stones are mined or how they're quarried, just, go online. But in order for you to reach the stone, you have to clear everything that's in front of it. Then you have to cut up the mountain and then you have to, extract from there. Some quarries do go underground. That's when they discover that, the stones, actually the deeper you go, the better quality. What's on the surface is less quality. Okay. And so eco-friendly ways would be just to follow the licensing schemes, to follow the government's regulations. So, just like mining or just like, how we produce wood, right, in eco-friendly ways and in unfriendly ways, it's the same kind of thing. But like I said, our engineered stone products are made to take away some of these things. So Decton, for example, which is a stone that doesn't stain, doesn't scratch, doesn't burn, doesn't change in the sun. It's pretty much an indestructible stone unless you take a hammer and smash it. Okay. And it has an element of glass inside.
Okay.
Right. This is a carbon-free material. Carbon neutral, they call it. So it's made of byproducts of stone, of stone factories and stuff. So there are many ways to answer your question, but if I understand where this person is coming from, the best way to go about mining or extracting dimension stones is to understand the laws of a country, understand the laws of the town, right? Follow the licensing schemes, and use the right machinery and the right extraction process so that you don't destroy everything around you in order just to get something small.
All right. So thank you for joining us today. Z Decor Live 2 to 3 p.m. repeat on Sundays at 5 p.m. as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
And final parting words, like every other thing, you need to plan. You need to know where you're sourcing it from. You need to understand the product. As he kept saying, for the past 45 minutes, he's been saying that thing. You need to know your product. Then he uses one word, experience. So go to experienced, trustworthy buyers. Go to experienced installers and go to people who will be able to advise you on the options. Because you see how when I said Korean, he immediately said for office, the kind of traffic that's going to be in the common area, people heating stuff, people doing all sorts of things as they sit to eat and drink, you wouldn't want to do that really. Okay, so listen to it again. It's live on Facebook, also on the YouTube, the Z Multimedia YouTube channel, and repeat on Sundays at 5. So I'll see you next week, and I'll bring him back. Don't worry, I'll bring him back. All right, thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Mon cher,